Welcome in, Aries. How are you? Welcome to your weekly reading. I am bringing it to you for March 1st through 15th. But if the title speaks to you and the reading speaks to you, it's your message no matter when you come upon it. Mainly because we're all on our own timelines. And if there's ever a time where the reading is specifically tied to a certain date or occurrence, it's usually something celestial. I will say so. In the meantime, whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it's yours. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider clicking that subscribe button right now. Join in the fun. For those who are returning, thank you so much. We are growing this thing by leaps and bounds. It's very exciting. And here's what happens when you comment and you interact with me, obviously in a positive way is preferred. Then what happens is I hear you and you ask intelligent questions, or even if you're just feeling a little like this, this isn't speaking to me, and what about me? Then I get to revamp and offer you content that will speak to you. So 2 weeks ago, I did more of the focus on the divine masculine, where they are in the connection. Last week, I focused on the connection in terms of where you are, how you got here, and where you're going. This week, because a lot of people said, well, wait a minute, I'm in separation. I'm not communicating with my divine counterpart. What about me? So this week's readings, if you're here, Aries, it's for the Aries that are in separation with very, very little to zero communication. We're talking High Priestess levels of no communication, okay? Okay, that being said, if it doesn't resonate, you can always watch the reading that corresponds to your rising sign, since that's sort of how we show up in the world, and oftentimes it's the energy that's being perceived by others. So that could help. Or Venus, because that's our relationship energy. But if you're in separation, the rising sign would probably be more helpful. Just going to say that. Picking cards for you, Aries, from the Enchanted Map, just for you. Encouragement, movement, and Wizard of Awareness in reverse. That feels very much magician-esque to me. Interesting. Encouragement, card 54. 5 and 4 is 9. That feels like wrapping up a lesson of some sort for you here, Aries. This card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. Keep going. I love that. Card 28 is movement. That came out in another reading, I think. Maybe Aquarius. It's possible. Anyway, card 28. 8 and 2 is 10. That feels like we're starting over, right? We have a 9, then we have a 10. This is the time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. That's what I just got done saying. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't time for fear. Let it go and move forward. So you're being encouraged to move forward, to take action. That is your wheelhouse, Aries, and we are coming up on Aries season. By the way, we are in the remainder of Pisces season, so if there are any of you beautiful Pisceans here watching, I forgot to wish those of you who were born in March a happy birthday in the Pisces reading. I apologize. So maybe I should go back and put it in the comments. The last card up for you here is Wizard of Awareness in reverse. Okay, this is cool. The Wizard of Awareness comes to you in this position to warn you that too much force behind a desire for a specific outcome robs you of a true and full experience. Step back. Take your energy away from your situation and focus on gratitude for the ever-changing conditions of life. Are you perhaps trying to control the outcome of something because you don't trust in your highest good? Meditate and be still, and your answer will come without any effort on your part. Be a neutral observer, and you'll see how this moment is but a small marker on the map of your life's journey. I love that. All three of these are very much in alignment with Aries energy. And I feel that you're being encouraged to take action, to move forward, but to release control of the outcome. Because we're talking about twin flames and separation, you know exactly what that means. You can't will this connection into reunion. You do have to live in the moment and take action on your dreams, but okay. When we put too much emphasis on the outcome, the universe gets confused. When we say, here's what I want, this or something better, and I'm releasing control of the outcome. So if you say, I want this connection to come back into union, it's almost like you're focusing on the fact that you're not in union. Does that make sense? I know it's like such a subtle nuance. If you say, I really want to be reunited, or I really want to be brought into union with my heart's desire, the universe is like, oh, she's in her heart's desire. I'm going to give her more of that. When I say her, because I feel like most of the time I'm talking to feminines. I know that 25%, I look at my analytics, are not feminine. You are masculines or you are male. I got 25% men showing up here. I love you. Welcome. Okay. So release control of the outcome. That's all I'm trying to say. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going to pull the cards and then I'm going to clarify. In the extended, I'll be looking at how the divine masculine feels about the feminine, how the feminine feels about the masculine, blocks or challenges to love in this connection, as well as action steps or advice from spirit, and the outcome will be explored in the extended. For now, I'm looking at how you're both showing up in the reading. Divine masculine is showing up in the energy of the moon. That's Pisces energy, fearful. Something's hidden there. Could be hidden feelings or fear of the unknown. The feminine is showing up as like, I need to lay this burden down. I'm done. End of a burdensome struggle here. The energy of the connection is manifestation. Calling in that which you want. But remember, you got to let go of attachment to the outcome. You're going to have to call in what you want to you in a bit. I mean, be specific, but focus on the feeling, if that makes sense. How the masculine sees this connection right now is a period of healing, reflection, realignment, reassessing, reevaluating, all the re's. We're still in the, as I post this, we're still in the energy of the Mercury retrograde. So that feels like it could be part of that process. And how does the feminine see the connection? Page of Swords. Got my eye on it. I feel like the feminine is definitely an observer from a safe distance. Could be checking up on things on social media. Could be wanting to receive or deliver some information. Aries, my goodness. Divine masculine showing up with all kinds of fears. Oh my gosh, sure. I feel the masculine is really into this connection, really sees it as their nirvana, their happily ever after. There's a lot of fear because of attachment to the outcome. 9 of Wands. We had the 9 here with encouragement. So you're being encouraged, if you're the masculine, Aries, if you're here's the masculine, you're being encouraged not to give up. If you're here's the feminine, then your masculine is being encouraged not to give up. If the 10 of Cups is their desire and they have fears about how it's all going to turn out, they're being encouraged to like keep moving forward, to overcome this, whatever the obstacle is. Feminine shows up here as 10 of Wands. Yeah, I'm over it. I got to lay it down. Feminine feels to me like they've been carrying more of the burden. And so that part's done. That's why we have the movement. Boom. Close the door, open the new one, and walk through. But you're going to have to talk about it. It's a lot of communication. Wow. About the future. What path you're going to choose. One more, please. A lot of options, and it can be very emotionally overwhelming. This is the energy of the feminine showing up as wanting to communicate, like, okay, can we put this nastiness behind us? That's the 10 of Wands. Let's put that behind us. The burden, all the energy we had to pour into that, meaning the feminine, and let's put that aside. Wanting to communicate about that and feeling like, yeah, there are 2 paths before me. I've got to make a choice, and I'm kind of overwhelmed here by my options on an emotional level. Oh my God, I got something in my eye. Energy of the connection, 3 of Wands. Because we have the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, I feel like the 2 of Wands is sort of looking at your options, your 2 paths, and placing the order for which path you want to take. And then the 3 of Wands is the order is delivered, right? The ships come in. But it's going to take some hard work, some dedication to bring about the desired outcome. Even though I'm telling you, release control of the outcome. What that means is be open to it arriving wrapped in a different package. Not necessarily a different person, but just because you're in separation, what does the coming back into union look like? If you've got some preconceived notion of that, you got to let that go. And you do, I mean, there is some work involved here in the manifestation process, and a lot of it is giving it up, giving it over, having trust and faith in the universe to deliver that which you wish for. Star is the energy of Aquarius. Wow. The masculine here is in the 4, how they feel about how they see the connection. They're sort of in a holding pattern. Three of Cups. I feel this masculine thinks that the feminine has someone else. The masculine is looking at this connection from a meditative point of view. Pulled back, though. The 4 of Swords, even though it's a card of healing, it's very prayerful. It's sort of wistful, pulling back and mentally reflecting, like almost replaying things, not in the 9 of Swords way, but in a more meditative, reflective, let me look at this situation. Let me break it down. What happened here as they're working on healing with regard to a third party energy? I only say that because I feel like right after that comes 2 cards, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Protecting and guarding themselves because there's a perceived abandonment. This masculine feels they were either ghosted, cut off, shut out due to another party. they're trying to heal from it. They're trying to look at it from a wise perspective in the energy of the Four of Swords, but they're struggling and therefore pulling back and guarded. So we'll look at that's probably going to be part of the challenge here. The feminine has got their eye on the masculine. Yeah, past life soulmate. Six of Cups, Queen of Cups. I feel like the feminine has not counted out, hasn't counted out this connection. Even though you're in separation, you're not communicating. Here's the feminine sort of stepping in saying, yeah, I got my eye on it. Even though there's an energy of making choices, there's options, emotional options, things to process on an emotional level before the feminine makes their choice. They've laid down the burden. They're not obsessing anymore. They're not struggling with this anymore. And instead, they're just sort of watching from a safe distance this past life soulmate, Six of Cups. And they're becoming more emotionally available. They see themselves in this connection as emotionally available and compassionate because there's great potential here. This could be an energy of the feminine really seeing the potential for commitment here. The potential for something very grounded, very substantial, a potential offer in this connection. And so they're shifting into emotional availability. I know that the way they showed up personally was in an energy of confusion and overwhelm on an emotional level because they have to make a choice. That's one thing. Energetically, that's kind of how they're showing up because we have different aspects to our personalities. But when the feminine is looking at the connection, I feel that the way they look at the connection is very much like a past life soulmate that they're emotionally available to for commitment. See? And therefore they're keeping an eye on things from a safe distance. I do feel like there's potentially a message here of clarity that the feminine would like to deliver to the masculine. Because I feel the masculine doesn't have the clarity that the feminine has. But we'll see if that comes out in the future. Okay, so going from here, Aries, we'll take it to the extended if this is speaking to you and look at how you're feeling about each other, the blocks and the challenges. I can kind of see where we're headed already, and then action steps, advice to take, advice from your higher self or spirit, and the outcome and timing, if it's going to show up, would show up in the last card. So I will see you on the other side. The link is below in that first paragraph in the description box. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in a future reading. Take care, Aries. Bye-bye.